decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makudi will bring you sports moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. Okay, the Champions League playoffs started yesterday on a good note, and there are some that are very, very happy. There are some that are crying already. There are also those that I'll say the game yesterday resulted into the game being stopped for up to 10 minutes. And we're talking about the Real Madrid Benfica games, which we started talking about here yesterday. And like we said, whenever there's a Jose Mourinho, there's always something to talk about. Yesterday's match between Benfica against Real Madrid turned into something else after Vinicius Junior scored something I would say an unbelievable beauty of a goal. Yes, and it resulted into something after he celebrated, and it turned into something else, and there were racist abuse, allegedly racist abuse, and that is what we want to discuss today. But before all of that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. Okay, let's just take a look at what is happening in yesterday's matches. The matches yesterday that played, before going to the matches that were played yesterday, another of the interesting match to talk about is the game between Galatasaray and Juventus. That match was something where everybody, if you are a Osimhen fan, you would definitely enjoy what happened yesterday. But I'll give you all of those scores much later. Before we go, let's bring you up to speed, like I said, with the latest sport news around you and around the world. The National Sports Commission, NSC, may have commenced move to block United States-based sprinter Favour Ofili from achieving her dream of competing for Turkey. Ofili, widely regarded as one of the finest sprint talent of her generation, announced last year that she was switching allegiance to Turkey, a move which comes as a huge blow to Nigerian athletics. However, a top official of the NSC says that Ofili remains a Nigerian athlete. According to the NSC official, Ofili is among the athletes expected to fly Nigerian flag at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. The athletics integrity units of World Athletics have handed a 3-year ban to Nigerian long-distance runner Blessing Solomon after she tested positive for a prohibited substance, trimetazidine. According to a press statement released by the AIU, Solomon was tested at the Premium Trust Bank half marathon held in Abuja last December. Solomon, however, did not contest the charge. Therefore, her initial 4-year period of ineligibility was reduced to 3 years, commencing from February 5th, 2019. and 26. The Athletics Integrity Unit also called for the disqualification of Solomon's result from December 6, 2025, with all resulting consequences, including the forfeiture of any titles, award, medals, point, prizes, and appearance money. Back to our topic of discussion. We need to talk about Lisbon. Yesterday's Champions League clash between Benfica and Real Madrid should have been remembered for Vinicius Junior's stunning 50th minute winner. Instead, the world is talking about an 11-minute stoppage and a word that has no place in the game. In the heat of the second half, Vini Junior accused Benfica's Gianluca's Prestianni of a racial slur. Prestianni, covering his mouth with his jersey, said something, but the reaction from Vini Junior was instant. The game halted and the anti-racism protocols was activated. The football stopped, but it's not what happened at after the whistle that has everybody divided. Mourinho, the Benfica boss, didn't hold back in his press post-match interview, where he didn't outright dismiss the claim. He shifted the spotlight. He said, quoting him now, "There is something wrong because it happens in every stadium. A stadium where Vinicius Junior plays, something happens. Always. When you score a goal like that, you celebrate in a respectful way." I told him, the biggest person in the history of the club, Eusebio, was black. This club is the last thing that is racist. Mourinho's take that Vinicius' celebration incited the crowd and the players. He's essentially he's essentially asking, if it follows you anywhere, is it just them or it's also you? But critics are calling this gaslighting. They argue that no amount of dancing or provocation justify a racial slur. So we are putting it to you, the listener. Is Jose Mourinho right? Is he being a truth teller about the friction Vinicius Junior creates? Or is he dangerously blaming the victim to protect his own player and club? And the biggest question of all, why is it always Vini Junior? Why does the most intense hostility in European football seem to find him at every turn? Is he a target because he is the best, or is he being failed by a system that finds his defiance uncomfortable? That is the question. Why is it always Vinicius Junior? And also, we're also trying to dissect what Jose Mourinho said. Jose Mourinho is trying to push the blame on Vinicius Junior, and I'm asking you, what do you think about this? The numbers to call, as usual, is 0903 648 5868. 0903 648 5868. And you can also be a part of the show when you comment on our Facebook handle. The Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makodi, when you comment, I'll be here to read your comments live. Okay, we have a caller already. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Can you move away from your radio set?
Yeah, I've done it. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm Geoffrey Patrick.
Okay, Geoffrey Patrick, go on.
Yeah. Please, you see, Mourinho is one of the good coaches we have in the world.
Yes.
And Mourinho has been supporting blacks all over.
Yes.
But you see the attitude of Vinicius Junior. If you see, there was a time Ronaldo commented on him and said, Vini Junior is a good player. But his attitude pushed fans to react on him. If you see, there was a time Emmanuel Adebayo, who is playing for Arsenal, the celebration he did prompted even Arsenal fans to hate him the more. Yeah, sometimes, yes, he has right to celebrate, but looking at the mockery celebration sometimes is not good.
So
But
how did he celebrate it yesterday that you feel it's wrong?
Yes, you see, as a player, as a footballer, when you are trying to celebrate, don't go to the opponent side where their fans are many to celebrate for them. Go to where your fans are. Celebrate the way you feel. But going towards where the opponents, that you go where they are and you are celebrating, no. They may feel mockery to that.
Okay.
But for that racial abuse, actually, yes, it is uncalled for. Because there's nobody, all of us are human. Yes, all of us are human. We are great. There's one philosopher that says he knows that God created the black man first before the white man. Because no matter how the two white are there, they can never give birth to a black man. But a black man can give birth to a white man. So you see that racial FIFA has to do something about that.
Okay.
Because actually Vinicius Junior, his case that I can see, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Thanks for that one. Thanks for that one.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, he's saying that Vinicius' character also is to be blamed. Okay, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Benny Kuji.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. This is David Dorado calling.
Okay, David, go on.
Yeah. Actually, I watched the match from the beginning to the end. I watched everything that happened. I saw everything. So to my own understanding, I blame Mourinho on this very issue. To be sincere, yes, I blame Mourinho.
Let me hear from you. Tell me something. Let me hear.
Yes. Do you know? Before the match yesterday, I called and I told you there is nothing Benfica to defeat.
Hello. Oh, your network. Orado, please.
Can you hear me?
Okay, just call back. Your network is seems to be giving us issues. So just call back. We can barely hear you. Hello.
Yes.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
MC Oliver, better known as Busy Brain.
Busy Brain, your network seems to be cracking before the system will cut you off. Just stay, or the system will cut you off.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go on.
Okay. Reaching you live and direct in Abenga here in a lady.
Yes.
Jose Mourinho as an experienced coach who has stayed in the business for quite a decade of time. He's doing that to protect himself and to protect the team as well, so that they will be free. Otherwise, I don't think the team will just set free. They must go unpunished. So for him coming to apologize, coming to tell the truth, it's clear indication that he's calling for or is begging for free or pardon. So
he didn't actually he didn't actually accept or deny anything. What he did was that he just shifted the blame to Vinicius Junior. And I'm asking, is it proper for him to do that?
It's not proper for him to just shift the blame on a particular person. We are in the counter where many are engaged. So it's not right for him just to shift the blame on the single player.
All right, thanks for that one. Thanks for that one.
Vinicius is always been a victim of this. So the way he takes himself is not right. If you look at the case of Osimhen the other time when he was at Napoli, he used to have problem with the people in the Serie A there. Because the way he was taking himself, but all those things they come to resolve now. So the way Vinicius taking himself, that is how these things are happening. So why always must it be him? So when all of these are happening to you, you also should ask the question that why is it always me? You know this thing Balotelli used to ask before anytime he score, why always me?
All right, thanks for that one. Thanks for that one.
God bless you. And you think you see how the result on when I studied yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Definitely.
Okay.
So.
Thanks for that one. Okay. Busy Brain is saying that why always Vinicius Junior. Okay, another caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, this is John Joe Aundana from Yellow.
Okay, Aundana, go on.
You know, the major, I have a major challenge here. Yes, the major challenge I've been complaining for so long now, quite time now. I don't see the changes. If the engineer supposed to add the volume of the radio, I am not listening to the radio. I always follow.
Maybe your radio is having an issue. If not, our signals and everything is very, very okay. Maybe it's just your radio.
But it's not only my radio here.
Okay, just go on and comment on what you have to say.
Because I am not the part of the starting of the decision.
Okay, what we are discussing today is the game between Benfica and Real Madrid yesterday, where Vinicius was racially abused, and I'm asking, Mourinho came out to say Vinicius is always facing that. Maybe the problem is from him, and I'm asking, is it that Mourinho is trying to defend his players, or Vinicius is at fault here?
Vinicius always be angry. You know, a big player like a Vinicius, he don't want to be angry like this, because if you're angry, the whole world has seen you. You know, when you come to elect you as a best player of the year, they have to calculate the statistic. You understand? And give you best player. Vinicius is too aggressive. He is very, very aggressive.
Okay.
What I'm seeing is Vinicius is unrespectful.
So, but in yesterday's game, what we saw, Vinicius scored a goal, celebrated his goal by dancing with the. Okay, what happened was Vinicius scored his goal, was dancing with his with the flag, and then it became something else. I don't know how that is an offense. Maybe we'll hear. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, go on.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
David Dorado calling back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on.
Okay, yeah. What I was saying initially, that I blame Mourinho for that. Because I have a reason saying that Mourinho was my coach, quite okay. He coaches, I'm a Chelsea fan. But, you know, whenever Mourinho went, whichever club he coached, he had this kind of morale to ginger those players to be violent players. You understand?
Yeah.
The case in Madrid, we saw it in Madrid, we saw it in Manchester United, we saw it anywhere he goes. He will have this kind of, look at that. I saw it when Vinicius scored a goal, he was dancing. Okay, number one, what's happened? He was yellow carded. For dancing, for celebrating, or for what? They gave him a yellow card. And that little boy, on a very good day, that boy, how can that boy be insulting Vinicius Junior? Because he was covering his mouth, saw it. And this guy too heard it, and Mbappe. That, yeah, the guy was saying something racially. Vinicius now rushed to the referee, was telling him that guy is insulting him. Okay, look at the provocation he had with Ota. Ota was showing him, was opening his jersey, showing him the World Cup and this thing, that he has won World Cup. You understand that kind of thing? It is Mourinho, all those things, it is Mourinho that is bringing, okay, if you are losing, just create violence, look, okay, he is going to support his own player instead of Vinicius. But Vinicius still went to Mourinho, was telling him inside his own ear that this is what that guy was saying. And I think Mourinho is one of the people that respected Black so much. But this violent coaching, I don't like it from him. Whenever he went to, it happens in Madrid. When in the Clasico, Madrid and Barcelona players were fighting, Mourinho was busy throwing Tito Villanova here on the touchline. You understand? So with this attitude, he is the one. Honestly, I condemn racial abuse. Honestly, I was not happy yesterday. So it's high time FIFA did something to anybody that abuse those black players racially abuse them. There must be a punishment. Yes. They should increase the punishment, because the little punishment they are giving them is not enough. And the thing is not stopping.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on that. Any player that seems to, what we normally know is fans racially abusing players, but in this case, it was a fellow player that was abusing another player. So the punishment should be such that everybody will hear about it. Hello.
Yeah, it's John Joan now calling back.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, Vinicius is so aggressive. In fact, and a big player like a Vinicius.
But did you watch that? Did you watch that game yesterday?
No, I did not watch.
If you didn't watch the game yesterday, a lot of people are actually saying that for that one yesterday, Vinicius wasn't at fault. He wasn't. He just scored a goal and celebrated. So why should he be racially abused?
Okay, he pulled the clothes.
He didn't pull it. He just celebrated, danced with the corner flag. That was it.
And some of players, after the celebration, they will make a comment that the view we take it out.
Okay.
You understand?
That's your view. Okay, that's your view, and I accept it. Okay,
have you taken that?
Yes.
You see, the celebration, he says something on that celebration. You have Vinicius, he took all in that club. Likewise, Kylian Mbappe. I watch them. I know what they can do.
Okay.
And I know what they can say.
All right, you have your says. Let another person also talk. Thanks for calling. I'd really appreciate. Okay. Thanks for calling. I really appreciate. We have another caller. I think this may be the last caller before I go and take the live scores. Hello.
Good evening, Benny Kuji.
Good evening.
This is Ugondemos. I'm calling from Sabongida.
Okay, Ugondemos, go on.
Somebody can't agree that he has done wrong. Even if Vinicius said something, he will not tell you that he said something. And the other player covered his mouth. So I suggest a thorough investigation should be carried out, and any of them that is found guilty should be given a heavy punishment that will serve as a deterrent to others.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for that one. Okay, let's just go take the results for yesterday's game. Yesterday's Champions League matches. Galatasaray defeated Juventus 5-2. Osimhen had a very beautiful game yesterday. And then Benfica against Real Madrid, the game we are talking about right now. Real Madrid won that one 1-0. And then Dortmund defeated Atalanta 2-0. Monaco lost to PSG 3-2. PSG came from 3-2 down to actually win that one. That was how that game went yesterday. Today's game, there are Champions League matches today. Qarabag will be taking on Qarabag is already taking on Newcastle. 9 minutes, Newcastle is already winning 1-0. And then there's Bodo Glimt versus Inter later on. Club Brugge versus Atletico Madrid. Later on to that, then Olympiacos versus Bayern Leverkusen. Those are the matches that will take place later on today in the Champions League. For tomorrow, it's going to be the Europa Cup and then the Conference League. Those matches, those one we'll talk about them tomorrow. Let's take just one call and then it will be over for today. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Benny.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Kenneth calling from airport.
Okay, Kenneth, go on.
Yes. For me, I didn't get to watch the game yesterday, but from what I've heard the callers and you talk about, it's about a player being racially abused.
Yes, Vinicius Junior.
Yes, I think it's high time. Yes, in as much as we all agree that Vinicius' antics at times get to both the opponents and the fans. It's high time FIFA and whatever body that is in charge of competitions have to come down hardly on those who racially abuse people.
Okay.
On the norm, it's not even good to be hard on your fellow player because he's a fellow human like you. So I really don't understand when players tend to racially abuse others.
Okay, Kenneth, our time is very fast spent. You are the last caller, so thanks for calling. This is the most we can actually take on the show. From what we've said so far, I will say Vinicius. We all agree that Vinicius is a player that can cause you to be angry. But for yesterday and what I saw yesterday, I don't have anything to blame Vinicius Junior. I can remember Roger Milla in the 1990 World Cup danced like that in the World Cup. Nobody, even in the 90s, nobody gave him any yellow card for dancing. And yesterday, Vinicius was yellow carded. But for all, we say no to racism. And from me to you, like I always say, God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah. Déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oh yeah. Él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor. Es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón. Sabes decir que no. La ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te...
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM.